did you struggle with identity after the exit?
I
Like, who
did.
am I? What's my
Yeah.
purpose? Did you struggle with that?
I really did. I didn't think that I would because I still had a couple of businesses. I owned a number of businesses, but
Yeah.
I had a great team that ran the day to day of the other businesses, and so we sold this large healthcare business. Um, and I went from having almost 400 employees, always being on, and we were massive growth plans. And I remember we sold at the beginning of December 2021, and a couple weeks later, maybe 2 weeks, I had taken the family and we went to one of these Christmas light places. And I remember standing in line and I kept grabbing my phone, right? Like I kept grabbing my phone
Habit.
and pulling it out. And I would just look at it and I put it back in my pocket and I'd pull it out and I put it back in my pocket. And my wife was like, "Why do you keep looking at your phone? Like, what's going on?" And I was like, "Nothing. Like, nothing's going.
That's the
Like,
problem,
that's
right?
the problem. Like, I'm used to there always being a message and
Yeah,
people always needing me and there's always being an answer and being the one that had the answer,
sure.
that was
And
needed.
they're not calling anymore.
Nobody's calling anymore.
Right.
And that was really a big identity crisis of, hey, how do you go from being this very successful entrepreneur to I'm just some dude. I'm an unemployed 35-year-old,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that was really, really difficult. And not one that I had expected as
Yeah.
much.